guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trunapole, and as always, I'll bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Cincinnati Bengals. If you found the show, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. I am up to 617 subscribers. I appreciate all of you guys. Now this show and every show, as you may or may not know, is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, you can see I got a new background. It's one of the new things I've been doing down here in the man cave / ice cave, whatever you want to call it. It's the Bengals head. I think it looks pretty good. All right, yesterday, as we talked about a little bit, the Bengals signed Mike Daniels. Now, I have a question. Can you remember the last time the Bengals had 3 defensive tackles as good as these guys are? All 3 of them, at one time or another, had been on the NFL's All 100 list. That's pretty good. Geno Atkins is not going to get tired. Reeder is not going to get tired. Daniels not going to get tired. None of these guys, Dunlap, they're not going to get tired. Just going to keep rotating them. And I think last time we had a defensive line like that, we went to, 4 straight playoffs. So that's pretty good. Now, this should shore up the Bengals' rush defense, which has been the worst in the NFL the last 3 seasons. They have given up the most rushing yards out of anybody. You got these 3 guys rolling in. It's going to be hard for anybody to run on the Bengals. Our defense, I think, is going to be pretty good. We shored up the middle as best as they possibly can. Now, you got to go play the games. We'll see what happens. But I'm pretty excited about the Bengals defense. Like I said, and I said it yesterday, and I've said it in past shows, I wish they would shore up the offensive line as much as they shored up the defensive line. To me, it's still iffy. I mean, it's going to be better than last year's and the year before that, but it's still, hopefully there'll be some guys like Daniels on the offensive line side that come available here with training camp going around, and we can pick somebody up to at least back up the guys that we have. Because, most likely somebody's going to get hurt or they're going to get COVID or something like that's going to happen. So having a bench and having depth at as many positions as possible, I think is going to be a bigger key this year than in most years, just because of what's going on. John Ross had to leave because his son apparently contracted COVID-19. So prayers out to him. Hopefully his son will recover quickly and John can come back to the team. But just stuff like that is probably going to happen during the season, along with just injuries. And I have a feeling there's going to be more injuries than normal because of the off season that they didn't have. We didn't have mini camps. They didn't have workout. They didn't have any of that stuff. Hopefully they were all doing it at home. And the injuries won't be as bad as I think. But either way, the defensive line is going to be very, very stout this year. And you're not going to be able to run on the Bengals like you have in the past. All right, now, today, there are playoffs going on. The Columbus Blue Jackets are taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning at 3 o'clock. Now, here in Cincinnati, just to let everybody know, the Blue Jacket game is going to be on Fox Sports Plus. So you don't have to worry about the Reds game getting knocked off or anything like that, which is kind of what, I love the Reds and I love the Blue Jackets. If they wouldn't win in the 5 overtimes, it would have been over, and the Reds game could have started on, it would have been fine. But it's playoff hockey, and playoff hockey is different than the regular season. They play until you win. They play a full overtime period. Well, not full. It's sudden death. But it's a full. You play a whole period. If nobody scores, you go to intermission, and you come back and you do it all over again. So anyway, my point to this is, Reds fans, you will not have to worry about the Blue Jackets knocking the Reds off, because they will be on Fox Sports Plus. And I will be down here rooting for the Blue Jackets, as my wife will be rooting for the Lightning, which hopefully I get a win tonight. We'll see what happens. Today. Now, the Reds played last night, and can't say the bullpen blew it for them. The Reds just couldn't hit. they act like Brad Keller was Cy Young. I mean, he pitched 6 innings. We got 2 hits. That's as soon as he left. We had a big 7th inning. We came back out within 1 run, but just could not get over the hump. That's another thing that is, I've said it before on our shows, or my show, that the Reds offense, it's hit and miss. They can go 6 innings and they get 2 hits and they explode in 1 inning, but then they don't do anything else. Our offense has got to get more consistent. I mean, Nick Castellanos, Nick the Great, that's what I'm calling him, was awesome. The first couple weeks of the season, he's the best hitter in baseball. Now he can't get on base. And I mean, that's baseball. It happens. I mean, the thing is, in baseball, normally you have streaks, and then you have losing streaks. With this only being 60 games, we need to have a lot less losing streaks. And these streaks where guys can't hit, that's been consistent through the season, that they can't hit consistently. We need more consistency. I keep saying consistency, but we need that from our offense. Guys have got to get on base. I loved Freddie Galvis. He did 2 plays last night. One was great. The bunt on the shift, I don't understand why Major League Baseball players don't do that. Especially that game. We had 2 hits. We needed base runners. That was perfect. I mean, I don't think he scored, but it was a great idea. But then at the beginning of the game, I'm not sure what he was doing. The ground ball hit to him. Yeah, it was a tough play, but he made it way harder. And then he threw the ball to the backstop, which I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, I know he tried to throw around the runner, but I think he had time. He could have tried to make a better throw because, well, that ended up leading to the first run of the game for the Reds. Anyway, like I said, playing Kansas City, we should have swept them. We didn't. But the Reds are back at it today at 5:10, and that is on Fox Sports Ohio, number 1. So hopefully the Reds will get this turned around. Hopefully the Blue Jackets will win. The Reds are just, I'm not going to put this on David Bell, but the talent that they have, the starting pitching they have, the guys that can hit, I mean, like Chris Welsh says, look at the back of their baseball card. They can hit. They're just not doing it, and we're making stupid, mentally dumb plays on defense. And it's consistently happening, and I don't mean to keep banging on David Bell, and I don't think they're going to fire him this year because there's only 60 games, so I don't think it's worth firing your manager. And I'm not calling for David Bell's job, but I'm just not sold on him as a manager. His moves, his lack of moves, just the team in general not concentrating and not being ready and being prepared to play. And I think that happened a lot last year, where they just weren't in it. I mean, they got a great clubhouse. The guys love playing with each other, but there's got to be some consistency. You got to be able to focus. And it just seems like they lose focus at the wrong times. Even Joey Votto's doing it. Votto's missing balls in the infield that he normally doesn't miss. Those are just mental things that I think, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the pressure of winning that, we are. Some people picked us to win the NL Central, and the pressure that there's only 60 games and you can't mess up. I don't know what it is. I think they just need to relax, go out and play. And to be honest, Moustakas not being in there. When Moose is not there, this team is different. They play so much better with him than they do without him. He is, I think, the biggest key to this team. And it's kind of shocking because, it's his first year on the team, but you can see a difference. He brings a presence. He does, I don't know. There's just something. Reds play better when he's there. Now, the bullpen, it doesn't matter who's on the field. The bullpen hasn't been very good. So anyway, hopefully that they can get it going here. We're still in it. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure we're going to make the playoffs. They're letting 16 teams in. But I want to go far in the playoffs. So we need to tighten this stuff up. Need to get the bullpen tightened up. Need to get offense tightened up. Bell sometimes, I think, needs to just relax. I think he's too much of a mad scientist. This matchup, that matchup. It's like, it's baseball, dude. They're professional players. Let them play sometimes. That's, just my 2 cents. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, this is all stuff that we can discuss on Facebook groups that I help run. They are Reds Country, Bengals Nation, Bearcats Country, and Cyclones Country. And I invite you also to follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Now, this is a YouTube show. It is a YouTube show, but I also do a podcast. And sometimes you don't have time to sit down and watch me for 10 minutes, but you can take me with you in a truck, your earbuds, whatever. I'm on Beanpot, Spotify, Anchor, a whole bunch of other ones. Do me a favor. Share, subscribe, and give me a 5-star review. YouTubers, like I said, we're at 617. That's awesome. Trying to get to 700 as fast as we can. Make sure you tell all your friends about me. And other than that, it's Thursday. We're almost to the weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. Zeke of the Week. You guys got any ideas for Zeke of the Week? Message me on any of those platforms I just mentioned. And other than that, that's your sports, baby. See you guys.